Hey guys, Chloe here, back with another episode of Roundtable Talks. Today I have two very special guests, both with Anderson. You are the head of the Anderson Firemen's Foundation,
yes,
and also the coordinator for the Firemen's Festival. And then we have Josh here, who is the Anderson Township trustee. So two pretty important people, I would say.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You'll think
To be determined.
To be determined. So Beechmont Mark Williams Auto Group is a sponsor of the Firemen's Festival. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, how you guys got to your positions, and we'll just dive in.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My background is I'm a firefighter with the fire department. Been there since 2001 full time.
Awesome.
Currently in the role of lieutenant, which supervises a particular station or crew. And I've been the chairman of the foundation for about 5 years now. But I grew up in a firehouse, more or less, so pretty much my entire life I've been associated with the fire department.
So like your parents, or that's
so I grew up
awesome.
with the festival. So,
that is so fun.
yes.
I love that.
Yep.
What's like I mean, I'm sure you have a million stories, but does one stand out, like something crazy that happened, or?
Yeah, there's probably enough to write a book about, but one I would say we're particularly proud of is a few years ago. We had a cardiac arrest at a soccer field in front of about 2,000 people.
Oh my God.
With bystander CPR. We were able to save his life, and he comes by to see us often, and we're hoping he'll be joining us.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh.
one of
That's
the ones we're more
amazing.
proud of, yes.
That is really incredible. And then, so Josh, you are on the political side,
I
would you
am,
say?
yes. I've been a trustee for about a dozen years now, and I grew up, though, in Anderson Township,
Did
so I've
you?
lived here most of my life. And the Fireman's Festival is one of those memories that always comes back every year, that people always talk about. And it's been, gone for a while, and we were all sitting around about a year ago and said, we really need to bring this back. We need to bring that community feel aspect festival back. And, well, here we are a year later, and thanks to your support and others, we're going to make it happen.
We are excited. I mean, it just sounds like an awesome event. So let's dive in. When and where is the festival?
So Friday and Saturday of next week, May 30th and 31st, is at
Awesome.
Belterra Park, which is down on Kellogg.
So much fun.
And both nights are 5 to 11 p.m.
That is awesome. And then, so what are some activities people can do there? What can they look forward to? And what are some ways they can donate?
Well, I think the one thing is that it's back to the basics in terms of festival. We have great music with Naked Karate Girls, Dan Varner Band.
Yes.
We are going to have some great food. Obviously, some adult beverages will be served. But really, it's about just the community coming together. And Belterra has been phenomenal. If we had to start this from scratch in a parking lot like we used to do, it would have been a tremendous undertaking. But they have tons of infrastructure, so there'll be places for people to gather down there. Obviously, if the weather happens to be bad, we're still going to have it, and they can go inside. And then, thanks in part to Mercy Anderson, who's our premier sponsor, we're going to have a couple of booths set up and things that people can kind of enjoy as well. But basically, it's just music, food, drinks, and community.
I love that. I mean, it's being down by the river.
That's
You're just
right.
having fun, having a good time. I love it. It's very Anderson.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. I'm definitely stopping out. I'm telling all my friends to stop out. I think it's going to be a blast. Might have to go a little early for some horse races.
Yes,
We'll
they will
see.
have live racing both days, so
Which is
people want to
awesome.
go there first and then kind of meander down into our area. That's great too.
Awesome. And so then what's the parking situation, best access to get there?
So if you've ever been to Belterra Park, they got plenty of parking, self-parking, or they do have valet parking as well, so
Awesome.
both will be available. We're also, and I don't know if you mentioned earlier, but we're going to have a fireman's race, I think. We're going to have a race for the hoses. And we're
Oh
going
my
to have
gosh,
some
that's so
firemen
cute.
actually compete on the track.
Like
so
full gear and everything?
that's the plan. That's the plan.
So for people who don't know, how much does that gear weigh? I mean, this won't be an easy race.
Without the SCBA bottle, which is the big bottle you wear on your back, it's probably about 25 pounds. With that and tools, it's closer to 75 pounds.
And then with the mud down at the track.
Yeah,
so that's
they won't be wearing air
Yeah,
packs
that's
for
no
it.
easy feat. That's no
No.
easy feat, but that would be amazing to watch. I hope that happens.
We do too.
Awesome. And so then another question, where do the proceeds go?
So the Anderson Firefighters Charitable Foundation is where the proceeds are going. And what the foundation is our most visible representation in the community is the Firefighters Memorial that's at Beach Acres. And that turns 20 years old next month. And with that is, we have perpetual care of the site. Just like anything else you have, you got to maintain it and take care of it. Plus, throughout the years, as we gain more firefighters, after you've been on the department for a year, you get your name engraved on a wall and it's there forevermore.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
In addition to that, some of the community projects, as we'll call them, that we get involved in is stuff that we can't necessarily use, say, fire department funds for. The kids' toy drive at Christmas, things like that. So it's giving us the ability not only to take care of the memorial, but the money received from doing the festival, we can now get into a lot more stuff out in the community.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, so.
Like exactly what we're here for. We love giving back. It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to mention about the festival? Do people need to buy tickets, or you just...
No, they don't. I think the most up-to-date information is on our Facebook site.
Okay.
So if you go Anderson Firemen's Festival on Facebook, you can find everything you need to know there. If anybody has any questions or wants to help volunteer, we won't turn anybody away. And they can email us at andersonsfiremanfestival@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Looking forward to the festival, and we'll see you guys soon.